Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Right now, I'm reviewing a video.
So Piggy Chapter 7 was recently...
Shut up. Crafted. This is actually the first video I think I ever watched from him. I'm gonna review it, and I watched this many times, by the way. So yeah. And see all the mistakes he did inside chapter 7 when it was still chapter 7.
released, and with it, a whole bunch of information on the backstory of the virus and on the elusive Mr. P. Well, everybody, one of the biggest secrets from Chapter 5 has just been uncovered, and this could quite possibly tell us just how Piggy is going to end. I'm going to be breaking up this video into 4 separate parts. The first one being the timeline, where we will recap the story so far based on the secret notes we find around the chapters. The second part, I'll be giving you my predictions on what's going to be happening in Chapter 8. Then we get on to the finale predictions. Just how is Piggy going to end? And what does the code on the blackboard tell us? Finally, we'll talk about the big questions that are still unanswered and what they might mean. So be sure to stick around till the end of the video, because what we discover will shock you.
Well, most of this will be proven.
The timeline starts not at Chapter 1, but far before it. Mr. P has a significant person in his life who is very ill. This is most likely either his daughter or partner, as seen through the...
Well, that's not his partner. That's his wife.
The notes scattered around the metro. Mr. Potato rushes her to the hospital and begs them to make a cure. He funnels countless funds in a frantic rush to make her feel better, and it seemingly works. However, the patient starts showing signs of aggression.
That did happen, but the Piggy family volunteered to help
and is promptly locked away in isolation. Mr. P, not thrown off his search for the cure, continues his research with the help of the hospital staff, eventually advancing his medicine to the point of animal testing. Enter the Pig family. Mother Pig, Father Pig, and Sister Pig all head in as voluntary test subjects. The majority of the family, save for George Pig, who stayed home, until they begin showing signs of aggression, and George Pig does not show up to school. He is declared missing. A missing persons poster is put out with the details of what
And by the way, he's not infected. He can turn into infected and turn out of infected. The half chapter during the middle of chapter 11 and chapter 12. You can see his eyes turned red. So yeah.
he looked like when he was last seen, but one detail tells us it was already too late. While we're investigating George Pig's whereabouts at the Pig household,
well, they missed something that happens like season 2, chapter 2. No, book 2. Okay, I forgot the name. The Quail and Doggy arrested Willow. That would change everything.
the rest of the Pig family is out in town, and Mother Pig sets her sights on the station. Meanwhile, the sick patient, now transformed into Zombie Piggy, has escaped isolation and attacked everybody in the hospital.
I don't think so.
Fleeing to the metro underneath. Mr. P, who escaped the incident, begins the search for more test subjects, and eventually finds Doggy in the forest.
That's not true. Pony did that. You can see it inside one of Quick Cat's videos,
where he is ambushed in his sleep. Listen to this sound effect.
That's Pony.
Doesn't it sound like he's being forced to gulp down some sort of potion, which then clatters against the ground? Finally, Mr. P continues to the school, likely meeting Bunny on the way. They meet the teacher, and everything is fine, until he continues his evil experiments, perhaps spiking the teacher's coffee drink.
I don't think that actually happened. Because I think Pony probably did that, or somebody else, or she was attacked.
After all, the teacher was fine when they got there. This forces Mr. P to flee, and Bunny becomes
That's
trapped.
true.
However, Mr. P needs his test subjects, so he calls the
not
player
true.
to rescue them. Afterwards, it seems that he spikes us as we eventually fall ill.
I don't know
and
what
end up
happened on that part. It's probably somehow we got attacked or something. I don't know.
Carried to the hospital. Now you might be wondering, how does he have so many potions to use? Well, it seems Mr. P
That
is
might be
quite
true.
well acquainted with the underground tunnels of the city, all of which connect to the experimental hospital. After leaving us on the hospital roof, Mr. P gives Bunny one of his special drinks, which Bunny takes.
Well, Bunny takes it because they were under attack, and when Mr. P realized what he'd done, he left Bunny and the player a lot behind.
After all, Bunny trusted Mr. P, and that's where we're at now. We have to abandon Bunny in the metro as she falls ill under this strange illness that is infecting all the animals in the world of Piggy. Now there's two reasons that Mr. P could have given Bunny this potion. One, to stop us from following him, or two, to once again test the results of his experiment.
No.
Although this is less likely, because it seems he's had plenty of test subjects anyway. So chapter 8 is very up in the air at the moment, but it will most certainly involve the hunt for Mr. P, as foreshadowed in the chapter 7 ending. And with the introduction of Piggy and Skelly Piggy, I believe it won't be long before we see a graveyard map, or perhaps some more undead piggies coming to life. Plenty of subjects for Mr. P to experiment on.
The closest thing is the forest.
Here we are, and I believe I know just how Piggy is going to end. And it all comes down to the code on the chalkboard. After hours of trial and error on the code, I ended up just searching it up, and a few of the words matched an old Python project that was set for uni students. The Python project was to create a basic decoder based off a few hints that the teacher gave. Those hints revealed that the characters on the chalkboard coincided with the character 9 spaces to the right, looping back if we get past Z. With that said, time to reveal the message. I feel everything I do. I can't control my actions. I can't help myself. My mind yells for help, but my body does not agree. I wish the world would understand. This is massive. This message, presumably left by the teacher, reveals that they're still in there. Everyone infected is still aware of what they're doing. This opens up so many possibilities of a happy ending at the very end. Because if their minds are still in there, we just need to get their body back under control. But it's likely not going to be easy. We still need to find out just what Mr. P is doing. And we need to put a stop to everything that is plaguing this poor world. And with the hunt for Mr. P well underway, I believe it's likely that we've got 3 more chapters left in the Piggy story, giving us a total of 10 Piggy chapters in total. I believe chapter 8 will involve us locating Mr. P's whereabouts. Chapter 9...
Well, we tried till we meet Zizzy and Pony. Catching up to Mr. P, nope.
Will involve us actually reaching Mr. P, leaving us on a cliffhanger at the very end. Chapter 10 will involve us...
No. Okay, let me tell you what actually happened. If you're very new to the Piggy storyline, this never happened. We tried searching for Mr. P. We found Pony and Zizzy. We gone to the city to go to Pony and Zizzy's safe house. We fought Granny and Ellie's Piggy forms. In chapter 10, we saw a mysterious figure. Soon we figured out that was George. And then we followed the mysterious figure to the mall. Then we escaped the mall. Then we gone to the safe place, the safe house. And then Pony found a helicopter near the outpost, so we gone to the outpost. We gone to this really big building. We found Mr. P. Then we fought. Well, we escaped. I don't know. Okay, we just did some stuff, and then he told us the backstory. That's
Stopping
completely
Mr. P in a grand finale that will likely involve a lot more mechanics and, I think, a lot more piggies than any previous chapter. However, Piggy is still in alpha, meaning there will likely be far more content to come. A sequel, perhaps?
It's chapter 18.
We're gonna move on to the final part of the video,
chapter
the current
6.
questions we have from the story. Now, our two main questions are both related to the hospital chapter. Number one, just what is Mr. P's end goal, and why did he poison Bunny on purpose?
He didn't do it on purpose. He was freaked out, and when he saw Bunny was attacked, he tried to give her a cure, and he realized what he'd done, so he just freed.
If he wasn't even...
Like, imagine this is zombie apocalypse. Somebody's trying to do it, but he's scared. He don't know what to do. So he just flees. He sacrifices other people. Sometimes not on purpose, sometimes on purpose. So, yeah, that's what kind of Mr. P is.
Even there to see how the experiment would go. And number two, probably the biggest question, assuming Mr. P tried to infect us with a potion during the school chapter, how did we recover? And why did we hallucinate Officer Doggy? Is it possible that we are immune?
Well, I think we are immune, but I think the only way we are immune is because we are human. They're animals. That's the only thing I think why we are immune.
Could we be the cure, everyone? Well, I believe that's a question for future chapters. Thank you so much for watching the video.
I don't think we are. Then we have to sacrifice ourselves. That means we die. Then what's the other stuff? And plus we have to do something that make a point that has to have gallons of blood, and the human body has like around 5 gallons blood. So yeah, I don't think we have to use our body.
Video. Let me know what your theories are in the comments below and tell me if I've missed anything. Well, until next time, sayonara, au revoir, goodbye!
Okay, that was so much stuff, and I can just disprove. Okay, well, I don't know what I was doing for a second. I was just thinking of stuff. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and bye!